We are in the middle of the coronavirus lockdown here in the UK at the moment, and we just wanted to start off this video by saying that wherever you are in the world and whatever your situation is at the moment, we just hope that you're managing to keep well and stay healthy.
Definitely, and apologies for how long it's taken us to get this video together. We actually recorded the content for this back in February, which was before the lockdown in the UK. And it's quite nice to look back on it, to look back on a time when we could go out and do a wildlife photography trip to Scotland. One of the reasons for the delay in putting this video out is that we've actually had to move house. But the good news is the house move has happened and it is over, so we are now hoping to get back into the swing of things of getting YouTube videos together.
So we're all really looking forward to the day when we can get back out and start doing photography again, but for the time being, we hope you enjoy this video from before the lockdown. Today we are heading up into the hills again. And the purpose of today is to try and find another location where we can find hares. So we have this one location where we've seen the hares before. But as with last year, what we wanted to do on this trip is divide our time between visiting the location where we know hares exist and also trying to find new locations as well. So we're heading up into the hills here, which we think might be a good potential spot for finding them. So we've taken a pared down kit. I've just got the 300mm lens this time. Hannah's got her 100 to 400. And we're just going to take a walk. I've got binoculars out and we're going to see if we can find any signs of them. So yeah, we'll see how we get on.
So we have already found some footprints that are definitely from a hare, or I should say from multiple hares. Yeah, which is really exciting. We're having a debate between us whether we think they're from a brown hare or mountain hare. We're still quite low in terms of elevation, and certainly at one point the strides between the sets of footprints were quite wide, and brown hares are bigger than mountain hares, so could easily be from a brown hare. To be honest, I don't really mind. I mean, I love hares in all their guises, so I would be equally chuffed with a photo of a brown hare in such a beautiful snowy location.
So we're seeing lots and lots and lots of signs of the hares around. There's an awful lot of their tracks, like here. So it's a really good, encouraging sign because it's showing so there's obviously a lot of hares around, at least one very, very active hare. But so far we've not seen any hares themselves. So yeah. But no, we're feeling pretty good, feeling pretty encouraged by the fact that we're actually at least seeing signs of hares. So that's good, and it's one of the useful things about the snow, of course, is that we can see those footprints. When we did this last year, we didn't have any snow, so yeah, although we found hare poo, we weren't really convinced that there were that many hares around. So yeah, no, this is encouraging so far. So I need to try and keep my voice down because I've actually just seen a hare. It's still a very long way off. I can see it with binoculars quite clearly with 400mm lens. It's really just a tiny speck, but it's definitely a hare. So it's the first one we've seen today. So it's a really encouraging sign. Really pleased. closer. But yeah, there's definitely hares here. We've seen them with our own eyes now, not just prints. So it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely stunning. So I've got a couple of hares ahead of me here, about 100 yards away, and there's some more hares that have run up a hill, so there's definitely a good spot for hares. There's quite a few around. We also had some red grouse, and I managed to get some photos of red grouse as well. There were some walkers though which came down the path and seemed to scare everything, so I'm just letting everything settle for a few minutes. Hannah's headed off on her own, so two of us have separated. She's heading further along the path to see if she can find some more hares further on. But I've got this one hare, possibly two hares, there might be a second hare next to it as well. I've just sat there for a moment, so I'm just going to take my time. Probably won't be able to vlog for a little while because I don't want to make too much noise and I don't want to scare the animal. But I'm just going to keep on my knees and slowly crawl forward and see if I can get just a little bit closer, so I can try and get some closer images of a hare. Definitely noticed I was here. He hasn't spooked, but he looks a little bit more alert. The one in front is looking so much more calmer, so what I'm doing, apart from keeping my voice down, is basically just staying down low, keeping low, and stopping regularly. And every sort of 10 minutes or so, I'll creep forward a couple of meters just to try and get a little bit closer. And if the hare starts to show any signs of discomfort, I won't go any further. At the moment, it seems perfectly fine. It's happy. It's got one eye on me, so it knows I'm here. I'm not surprising it. You know, what you don't want to do is start traipsing about, scaring hares, because it causes them to burn too much unnecessary energy. It's not good for them. So ethically, I don't want to do that. For me, this is largely just about sitting here and enjoying being here with the hares, and if I can get a good photograph, then great. But I'm not about to start going chasing hares to get a photograph, so at the moment I'm just quite content just to sit here and watch them, and if it will let me get a little bit closer, great, and if it starts to look uncomfortable, then I won't go any nearer. But I can't tell you how satisfying this is to come out here today and find hares at a new location which we didn't know about before we came up here, and it's just deserted here. It's absolutely beautiful, and behind me we have this amazing panoramic view. It's absolutely stunning. It's so beautiful. I'm kind of just lost for words at the moment. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to put this vlogging camera away. Like I said last time, I can't guarantee how much of a chance I'll have to actually film much. If I can capture some film of hares on the main camera, then I will do. But I don't want to do anything too much to disturb these animals, and the minimum amount of noise and moving around I can do for better, so it might be that I just keep this vlogging camera off for now. But yeah, this has been such a success. Absolutely amazing. Well, that's been such a fantastic day. It's been so great to get out here and actually find some hares. But I think it's time to call it a day now.
Yeah, I'm not as cold as yesterday, but I still could do with a nice warm shower and a cup of tea.
The temperature's definitely a bit higher than it was yesterday. And I haven't fallen in any rivers this time either, which has been useful. So anyway, it's time to call it a day. We're going to get back to the B&B, and tomorrow's our last day here, last full day anyway. So I think we just need to try and work out what we're going to be doing tomorrow. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have done, then please consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time. Take care.